Hello, people. The Mad Shangy here, and I just have to apologize for getting riled up in my previous videos there, because when arguing with that particular woman on Twitter, I get easily annoyed by shit because I don't deal with female passive aggressive narcissistic bullshit. I just don't. I have a tolerance level of this much. Yeah, so like I've had an argument with her before in a private DM group I was in on Twitter, and I left. I left because I'm like, I've had enough of you. You get on my fucking tits. Like really. She got all butthurt and started saying, no, women are like that. No, women are like that, because of my whole philosophy on not getting married and not being interested in having a long term relationship. I just can't get over the fact that I'm a guy that's completely honest about the fact that I only enjoy women's company for sex. Yeah. Oh, does that make me a son of a bitch? Well, maybe. Play hide and go fuck yourself, motherfucker. Don't like it, but the fact that I'm being completely honest about. I'm not entitled to value a woman's company for anything more than sex. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like going to movies and talking with women and stuff sometimes, but most of the time I want to be by my lonesome. When I want to be alone with my own thoughts, and I find females particularly irritating because I can't relate to them on any level. I can't relate to people who get free shit just for having a vagina. I have no idea what that's like, so I can't relate to that shit at all. That's just the way it is. I don't relate to women. The only reason I have any interest in the opposite sex is because of sex. And that's it. That's it. Not my fucking problem. So, anyways, it's the whole MGTOW philosophy. But yeah, this particular argument, uh, it wasn't just the subject matter that was getting me riled up. It was just her. She just bugs me. I already got a sense of what she's like from that DM group, and I just she's nice to look at and all, but she's a fucking idiot, and that's just. And I'm just not going to tolerate her passive aggressive bullshit and start whining about my buddy blocking her and start calling him a pigtail. Like fuck her. Fuck her. It's all because she's losing an argument. Now I've debunked all her points. What's her point? It costs money to go to a prostitute. Yeah, well, it costs money to date a woman. You'll catch an STD from a prostitute. Yeah, well, you're likely to catch an STD from any other woman. Uh, Prostitutes fake their orgasms. Yeah, well, a lot of women seem to fake their orgasms, right? You're taking your chances on that one as well. And if women are faking their orgasms, it's not my fucking problem. All I care about is busting a nut. Uh, that's uh, that's how the cookie crumbles. That's the way it goes. And I'm not gonna put up with her calling MGTOWs pig towel because of her fragile little ego, her typical woman BS. There's only so much of that shit that I'm going to tolerate, and yes, I get annoyed. I have such a low tolerance level. That's why I don't want to talk to women really. That's another reason why men go to prostitutes, because honestly, we don't want to fucking talk to you. The shit that comes out of your mouth is so fucking stupid. It's so asinine that you give me fucking migraines, and I have to be away from you just to get some fucking peace of mind, just to know that all is right in the world, and some fucking retarded woman isn't screwing the whole world up. You know what I'm saying? That's right, people telling it straight, telling it like it is. Jesus Christ, a lot of women are just so fucking retarded. Now they go, no, women are like that because they get butt hurt and get defensive because they think the whole MGTOW thing is an attack on all women. When that's basically, which just shows you that all women are like that, aren't they? If they're getting that defensive, no, women are like that. That doesn't change the fact that most women are like that, and that's why getting married in today's society doesn't make sense to a lot of men because they stand to lose everything and gain nothing. And instead of trashing MGTOWs, maybe women should start giving solid reasons why men should marry them and support their ass and tolerate their fucking obnoxious company. Excuse me. I'm such a nice guy. And I'm single. By choice. That's the whole idea of a guy being single by choice is very threatening to narcissistic women. It really is, and the whole idea of it's the whole point of this argument, right? I think the whole reason she even started tweeting her opinion about men going to prostitutes in the first place is because of her butthurt, passive aggressive feelings towards me. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about she wants to jump on my Johnson or anything like that. It's not about that. It's just about not liking the idea that some guy actually thinks this way, thinks the way I do. So there's something wrong. There's something wrong with this guy, and I gotta shame him for that. And that's what it is. She's shaming men for going to prostitutes. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with going to a prostitute. It's economically viable if all you want is sex. And there's nothing wrong with going to a booty call either. But let me tell you a story about booty calls. Um, there was a couple of girls where I was considering as a booty call, and they were down for it. But the reason why I backed out and was because these women, when I'm talking to them on the phone, were so obnoxious they drove me away. Um, so the first girl clearly was she was looking for a relationship, and I think she was going along with the whole booty call thing at first because I think at some point she thought she could romance me and change my mind later on down the road. So she starts asking me probing questions about my childhood and the typical woman shit. Uh, and then she's like, "Oh well, I lived with my boyfriend for 2 years and we weren't married." So I'm like, oh, "Okay, time to back off from this one." I'm a MGTOW. I'm not gonna put up with that. So yeah, and then this other one just talked way too much on the phone. This is the other one, right? She just talked way too much. Always wants to talk to me on the phone. Always wants to talk to me for 3 hours. Yakety yak 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 yak. Blah blah. Shut the fuck up. All I wanted to do was hook up. That's it. I don't need to talk to some fucking woman about her, especially another reason why I don't like talking to most women is you're trying to have a conversation with them and you get a lot of smart alecky fucking shit you'd expect from a 13-year-old sometime. Like, how girls are like, they're trying to be funny, but they come off as rude. That kind of shit. They're that level of sarcasm they have for fucking everything. That at some point you just give up and you're like, oh, you know what? Fuck you. If you're gonna have a smarmy fucking tone answer response for everything, then fuck you. Why would I want to fucking talk to you? Especially when they want to argue about shit they don't even fucking know about, right? And you happen to, like, especially if you're in a certain line of work and then you start talking about that and then they have no idea what you're talking about, but they're like, oh, here's my 2 cents. No wait, hear me out. No wait, just listen to me. They're like, here's my 2 cents about this and blah blah, and they're like completely off the mark, off the rails. They don't know what they're fucking talking about. I get that with my mom. I get that with like every woman I talk to. They're the fucking experts of everything. Listen to them, even though clearly they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And this broad here, no exception. Fucking blonde bimbo. Randy ran. Can't accept the fact that men are going to prostitutes, so they gotta get all passive aggressive snarky about it. And then when she gets called out for fucking up the same word over and over again, which I said was a pet peeve of mine because like it drives me nuts. And like, why does she keep saying creditable over and over again? She sounds like a fucking retard, and she thinks she sounds so smart. And she's like, oh, that's my autocorrect. Well, bitch, turn off your fucking autocorrect and learn how to spell. I am so sick of this. And yes, I was super speller back in elementary school. Motherfucker! So fuck you. her friend Jen, it's Jen from the Jake Pentland show. She's a teacher and she has a habit of correcting people's grammar, but every time she fucking misspells something, I nail her ass for that. Right? Fucking correcting people's grammar when you're fucking up words, and then of course she too blames the autocorrect. Fucking women in the autocorrect. I'm sick of it. Turn off your fucking autocorrect. You'd be lost without this technology that a fucking man invented. Right? You wouldn't know how to read or write shit without fucking Grammarly, without some fucking electronic man holding your hands telling you how to fucking spell words. You'd get lost going home without your fucking GPS. You'd be like, oh, I forgot where I lived. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my rambling rant, people. Like, share, and subscribe.